following is a presentation of Real Wise Productions and Komen Media Incorporated. Kid Rock is actually acting like a kid. What do I mean? Next on Mentality. Welcome to another installment of Mentality, where iron sharpens iron in the realm of health, wealth, mental health, entrepreneurship, love, and brotherhood, all from a man's perspective. I am one of the co-hosts of this program, Cole Johnson, aka the Mad Scientist and EP extraordinaire, or the EP of all EPs. And I am joined as always by the other co-host of this program, the man who is known as Wize All, Mr. Stuck in My Mind, Mr. Wize in the AM, and now I'm going to X out Mr. Petty. Now I'm going to call him King Petty. That's your boy and mine, Wize, aka Wize and Hefe. How you doing, man?
King Petty now.
Yeah, King Petty.
Oh, hey, okay, if it fits. I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. I am good. I cannot complain. I'm excited to do another episode of Mentality. So let's go.
So you saw Donald Trump actually looking like a conquering hero back in his home digs. Yes, upon exiting the closest subway station to former President Donald Trump's campaign rally in the Bronx Thursday evening, the only sign of anything unusual were the NYPD officers at the turnstile with bomb-sniffing dogs and a helicopter buzzing overhead. Now, there wasn't a single piece of Trump paraphernalia on the New Yorkers filing out of the station, but when you arrived at Croton Park, a sprawling green expanse in the impoverished borough, red "Make America Great Again" hats and all manner of Trump emblazoned apparel covered the bodies of thousands, even Team Trump cowboy hats. And in his address to the mostly non-white audience, Trump showed that he will readily depart rhetorically from Republican orthodoxy to find common ground. Now, question to you, sir, since you are a native New Yorker, of course, the borough that you call home is not the Bronx, it's Brooklyn. Do you think this is a good move for Trump to hold a rally in a Democratic stronghold?
He need to take that where people gonna fall for it. Like, let's be honest, man. Don't nobody in the hood give it that. They do not give a about that MAGA crap. Listen, I'm losing all hope for the Republicans because these MAGA clowns are everywhere. They just and they're just all hope. Like, if they do not extinguish these, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be much more mature. But these let's start off first with how the do you guys cancel, well, reschedule an oversight committee just so a few Magites can go and support Donald Trump in the New York City courthouse. This is what is important to y'all right now. Not passing legislation, not passing stuff. You rather be at 8 o'clock in the morning at a New York City courthouse supporting Donald Trump. When this has been the worst Congress in history. They haven't passed
in history, bro.
They haven't passed, bro. Not a single piece of legislation I don't think has been passed between these clowns, man. And you know why? Because I blame it on MAGA. And you think by holding a rally in the Bronx, you're doing something? My man, nobody likes you in the city. They don't like you. We've seen what kind of piece of crap you are. Morally, you are so corrupt. That's that like there's some things I've said plenty of times that I agree with what but morally, I cannot align myself with this man. Man, MAGA, I don't know why you tried it in New York. Yes, I'm sure you have a few people with MAGA hats and everything, but I guarantee you once they got into the subway, they put the away. They're only aggressive when they're in packs.
Of course.
That's the only time they're aggressive.
Yeah, of course.
Catch one alone and see how you up. Please.
A Louisiana political consultant has been indicted for allegedly using an artificial intelligence impersonation of President Joe Biden to urge Democrats not to vote in the New Hampshire's presidential primary last January. Now, a top state official said on Thursday that the Democratic consultant was indicted by grand juries in 4 New Hampshire counties, where potential voters received the robocalls after admitting to involvement orchestrating them. Now, the man faces a total of 26 criminal charges and counts, half of them for alleged voter suppression as a felony, and the other 13 for impersonating a candidate, which is a misdemeanor under New Hampshire law. My question to you, sir, is the following. Why would anyone want to do Joe Biden, or I should say do anti-Joe Biden robocalls?
First, because they're afraid that their man is going to lose. So this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at with this. The Republican Party is drowning. They are drowning in a sea of Trumpism. And you got idiots like that one making robocalls as Joe Biden, tell him not to vote. Like how? I don't know, man. Like it just makes you wonder. Just makes you wonder, like how low will people sink to try to get this man in office? We've said it all along. We've said it all along. It's choices of two evil. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm not saying Biden is any better than Trump, but
in certain cases worse.
Yes. But to see how the difference is the rest of the Democratic Party, the up and coming Democratic Party, I'm excuse me. A lot of them
Crockett and
are
AOC.
A lot of them are in my respect because they're willing to work across political lines, but they're not going to be bullied. They're not going to be like Chuck. This new generation, the
Lord,
are
not the Chuck Schumer.
Are not being bullied. They're not trying to have that.
Yeah, they definitely are not the Chuck Schumers or the Nancy Pelosi's of the world. I agree with you there.
No. They got some oomph. They got some oomph, whatever. They got that. They got it.
Yeah, they do. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Well, we have to feel bad for her. I mean, she suffered a stinging feet on the House floor earlier in May when the vast majority of lawmakers in the lower chamber, tired with the Georgia Republicans' antics, voted to kill her push to remove Mike Johnson, the current Speaker of the House, because she tried the same move and successfully did so with Mr. Kevin McCarthy, the previous Speaker of the House. But that loss appears now to be a minor blip on the screen of Greene's rising career, and it is amplified talk that she could join a future Trump administration or run for a higher office in Georgia, like senator or governor. He replaced old Brian Kemp. Will we see the good Lord, bleach blonde, bad built, butch body be defeated in November?
I'm only praying that her district wakes up. They really do wake up, because she represents you. So if she represents you, does that make are you racist? Is that what you stand for as a district? Stand for racism? Stand for someone who's a bully? Is that what your district represents? Being bullies? Being someone who's not knowledgeable, who doesn't come with facts, then wants to challenge AOC to a debate? Why? So you can try to insult her to death? Because you're not going to win. Because we both know who's the educated one in that conversation. And it's not that bad built beach blonde, bad built butch body. It's not her. It is not Bart. It's not Fred Flintstone feet.
Oh no, not Flintstone feet. Oh
no, it's not her.
I'm like, geez, you have no.
There's no decorum. There's no decorum.
Yeah, no decorum at all. Right word, beautiful word. No decorum at all, and it's alarming, man.
And it is, and it's sad. It's sad that you have this, and elder statesmen in the Republican Party allow it.
And if this continues unchecked, don't be surprised if you do see her as a U.S. senator or a governor or even a higher seat.
Or even punched in the face one day.
We're just getting started. Mentality will return. Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street y'all done had problems, maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central. Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted Gunther against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there seeing LA Knight. Oh, okay. Then LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel. Welcome back to Mentality, where men are men, and that is really a good thing. With Wize and Cole, I am Cole Johnson. Here's the next installment of Celebrities. Robert James Ritchie is at it again. Oh, I'm so sorry. Most of you don't know him by that name, but you do know him by his pseudonym, which is Kid Rock. Obviously, he's no stranger to controversy, but the singer is now making headlines for a word that we just used, talking about MTG, lack of decorum, in an explosive interview with Rolling Stone. Now, he was interviewed by reporter David Peisner for the wide profile, which was published this past Sunday online. Following a conversation that spanned political topics such as transgender rights in the 2020 U.S. presidential election, Eisner alleges that singer/rapper took out a weapon during their exchange. The reporter also notes that Rock had been drinking 3 to 4 alcoholic beverages pretty quickly leading up to the incident, and Eisner also alleged that Rock uttered a racial slur several times. Now, my first question to you as we unpack this: why do you think anything that's perceived? Why do you think anything that's perceived as liberal seems to provoke Kid Rock?
I don't know. I don't know what his problem is. First of all, I there's certain things I do that we've discussed plenty of times. With the Bud Lights, whatever it was.
Yeah, him shooting Bud Lights for the news.
I don't think he care about that. I piss water anyway, and the reason is because I kind of agree with their stance on the person that was supposed to be the spokesman for Bud Light. I found that
Dylan Mulvaney,
yes, who claims to be a woman, but to me it's just a show. That's how I feel, and people can be mad all they want. I think he's doing this just for the fame. He's not doing this because he truly feels that he's a woman. This is all performance to him. I really don't know your songs like that. I might have heard a few of them and whatever. You're not a rapper. Let's get that straight.
Yeah.
Not a rapper. You're from Detroit, whatever. but you're not Eminem. You're not.
Not even close.
I don't really. There's nothing about you, Kid Rock, that is. I get it. You're trying to gain relevancy again. I don't know if you got an album to promote or whatever you guys know. You're just trying to gain. Your time has come and passed.
Oh no!
Now you're trying to involve yourself in political matters. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you to involve yourself in any political matter? Who are you? Morally, you're not a good person either.
Wow. Oh no.
You act like you've done things. Like, I'm sure you smacked quite a few women in your time. You've done egregious things probably with these women that these groupies and all these things. Please stop acting like you're a saint. You're a good person. You're not. You're a scumbag.
Ouch. Oh no!
With a little bit of following, because you're not even that good. You're not even relevant. There's nothing. You're not. You have nothing that anyone is playing right now. Not even your old.
Not the old stuff. Wow.
When the was the last time you really heard anything from Kid Rock that was good?
Well, what was it? Maybe Picture, and that's about 20 years ago. And basically, it was good thanks to Sheryl Crow. So, yeah, you got a point there.
All right. You're always going to be number 2 because you got Pamela Anderson after Tommy Lee. So you got that scraps. So you're not. Listen, you go back to looking like you on crack. Yep. Go back to just drinking your drinks and getting drunk and going to shoot in your land, man. Stick to that. Stop doing interviews. Whoever's his managing team, stop him from doing interviews. Just go to Kid Rock. Just go to in your property and retire. Let's go to pasture. Let's go to pasture, my man. Just go.
Oh no!
Like your opinion doesn't matter.
Oh Lord!
All you're now. This is what all you're showing now is. Oh, I could be who I truly am. Who I truly am.
That's scary. Yeah, the saying success makes you the person you really are. Yeah, that's scary.
For years you was acting like you was down with the people, with the brothers. But we know how you truly feel about us. We truly know you don't like darkies. We know this.
Yeah. In fact, he tried to sell us on the fact that he was well, to borrow the down with the king pun, that he was boys would run. So yeah. But what happened? They were supposedly boys when Run's house was on MTV. Take that for what you will.
Yeah, like, man, come on, get out of here. Go ahead. We know we know who your audience is, bro. We know who your audience are, and that's okay. That's fine. Just stop doing interviews, bro. Just stop. Don't nobody want to hear from you. There's nothing you have to say. You're not relevant. There's nothing about you. There's nothing. Not absolutely anything you can say that's relevant. Fine, you have your opinions on transgenders and all this. Fine. Keep it to yourself. Don't nobody want to hear you. Don't nobody care about you.
Oh man. This is some gold, right? Chill.
And this dude has been perpetrating a fraud for years.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And now he gets to really show his true colors. So he's gonna show his true colors because it's cool now to show you're a real piece of shit and a racist. That's all right. And he's like that dude out in public. Yeah, that's my G. And then behind those, all that. I'm sure he's been using that N-word flies out his mouth easily. Easily.
They do.
That probably flies off his tongue easily. Like, he doesn't hesitate. Like, he be, oh yeah. The minute he gets to say it, he loves to say it.
Oh no, not the type. He can't be the type of racist that loves and can't wait to say the N-word.
Oh yes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You can just see it in his rat face.
Not rat face. Oh my, this is gold beyond gold. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord. So seeing the This Act to me, I think has been old ever since 2000 because he came to promise the year before. But we have seen him for 25 years in the limelight, and seemingly with each year he gets more and more
crackish.
The type
more crackish.
Don't
Just
care.
more crackish. Let's be a minute. Let's say it. More crackish. You can say it.
Oh, okay, fine. More crackish.
Yeah.
Do you think
Crackish,
people will
meth
begin?
head.
Not meth head. Oh, wow. So you believe he's smoking crystal meth? Okay, note to self. Wize believes Kid Rock is smoking crystal meth. Okay, got it. Do you believe people will start or begin to tune him out because of his increasingly combative behavior?
Bro, I've been tuning him out. If they were smart, they would. Because if you wasting time listening to him, that is time you will never get back. Those are brain cells that are already toasted. Just let them go. So, my PSA to everyone is if you see Kid Rock on the TV, turn the channel. Because you will be wasting precious moments of your life listening to this idiot.
Mentality will be back in 2 and 2. Life.
Scratching and clawing to overcome adversities in life.
Family.
That's what I love about our children. God instilled that in us, and thank God they carry on that torch.
Marriage.
We struggled in different ways, naturally, as husband and wife.
And God.
The Lord is on my side. I will not fear what man can do unto me.
Join the husband and wife team of Ben Southern Jr. and Irene Southern as they give you the full scope of life. BS3 Network proudly presents the Suds Are Us podcast, live every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central.
Little right here. Look at the inside of these cakes. Now, when you bite into it, just as I demonstrated while you were talking at the beginning of your discussion right there, I could taste the drugs inside of this cake, sick. I could taste the addiction within the cream filling of this cake right here, to where they not only this with that cake right there, but they made an ice cream out of it. They made an ice cream out of it. A 1 pint Christmas tree cake ice cream. Look at that little just smile up there. Look, she is up to no good on there. Look at that. Look at that smile on there, sick. She knows that she got you. got him is what's in her mind right now.
Acknowledge me.
Look at that little smile right there. She's up to no good.
D. Willie in the evening. Thursdays at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central. Exclusively on Sertoba Media, where the struggle is real to be awesome.
Welcome back to Mentality, where this is a show created for all men. With Wize and Cole, I am Cole Johnson, and I think it's time that we actually talk about somebody that I believe both my partner / brother and I respect. We have to give him dap in power moves. Charles Barkley is displeased. That's a nice way of putting it. With the situation he and his inside the NBA brethren and staff find themselves in, which is sweating whether or not the NBA will keep Warner Brothers Discover, the parent company of TNT, as a partner in its down-to-the-wire media rights negotiations. Now, he had said on Dan Patrick Show this past Thursday, quote, "Morale sucks, plain and simple. These people I work with, they screwed this thing up really. We don't have zero idea what's going on. I don't feel good. I'm not going to lie." Close quote. Now, Barkley took aim at Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav for saying that the company didn't need the NBA at an investing conference 2 years ago. Barkley said he didn't know for sure that the comment upset NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, but it most certainly did not help negotiating matters. Now, my question to you to begin this is, if you were in Barkley's shoes, how would you be encouraging your coworkers right now?
I mean, telling them to go put out a resume somewhere. Yeah. I'm sure there's a couple other networks that might need y'all.
Wow.
And the only one that I really think I feel sorry for is Kenny. Because he's like Shaq got other shit he do. Shaq is rich, and Barkley's made some smart investments. So Barkley got some money. Kenny's the only one that really out of this that really need this job, man. Because Ernie is a Hall of Famer. Ernie is loaded, and he does baseball as well, so he ain't worried.
Is Barkley's candor about the situation welcoming or a nuisance?
It's a nuisance for the higher ups at Time Warner or Warner Brothers Discovery, or whatever the called now.
I think it's the only place where it is considered a nuisance, personally. Yeah. So I think everywhere else it's welcomed. I agree.
Yep.
Now, Barkley has actually talked about if the situation were to be dire and NBC's takeover, and it would be NBC, Amazon, and Disney would take over things. Well, Disney already has a foothold in it because, ESPN and ABC. Would you? And Barkley's actually said that he, with his company Fine Line, would actually get the crew, and not just the other three, but the production crew and the staffers. That he would make Inside the NBA a more independent thing, and then he would shop it out to the highest bidder. Would you like to see Barkley take over Inside the NBA and the rights of the show to keep the vehicle going?
Honestly, no. I could care less. They've been talking. You know what? But it's as the King Petty's coming out now. The King Petty is coming out now. Now the King Petty's coming out now because they've been very disrespectful of my Knicks this year. They were very disrespectful of my Knicks this year. So the King Petty is going to come out right now. No. I could care less if inside the NBA got picked up.
Why are you being like this? The fact that they were being critical of the Knicks does not mean
They said some real inflammatory stuff, man. I didn't appreciate it.
Oh,
and then they tried to diss my man Perks. He tried to diss my man Perks because Perks was like, "Do y'all even watch games?" Perk called them out on watching games, yo. And I feel how Perk was talking because Perk is watching every game. These part-time watchers want to talk, analysts, and they want to like, do y'all watch the games? Because y'all was saying some real disrespectful stuff about my team, man. So no, I don't feel sorry. No, I will not miss if inside the NBA if they go. Only one I feel sorry for is Kenny Smith.
Wow.
I told you I was being petty. I was being petty this one.
My gosh. Wow. And unfortunately, for those who don't know, Wise's beloved Knicks, unfortunately, last week took it on the chin at MSG in Game 7. And they, with a mash unit, or sorry, I'm dating myself, with a dilapidated roster, allowed 130 points in that Game 7.
Yeah. We injuries caught up with us. We had a great year. We got further than what a lot of people gave us credit for.
No one thought the Knicks were going to be a 2 seed. So there you go.
No, nobody thought they was going to be in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't give them the top 5. So we exceeded expectations. But now, next year, we got a target on our back because we're going to be much better. Hopefully, we sign OG. We sign Isaiah. And we get back to it. But back to the main story.
Yes, your shade that you're throwing toward inside the NBA.
Listen, they've fallen off anyway.
Wow, falling off.
Yeah,
man,
they're not as entertaining as they were.
Oh my gosh, he said they are falling off. Oh my goodness. Now you see, ladies and gentlemen, why I had to switch from Mr. Petty to King Petty. Because this is an extra level of shade. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So you want this to be the end. Do you believe this is the end?
I want this to be the end. I just said I wouldn't miss it if they weren't there no more. I don't wish anyone to lose their jobs, except for George Santos, Matt. I didn't know she was 16 gets. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lorraine Boebert. Those 4 don't mind it. Those 4 don't mind it.
Oh, Lord.
And that fool from Kentucky, Comer. Like, Kentucky got some real stupid. You know that?
Do you believe, because it was put out that quite possibly next year will be the last year for Inside the NBA, do you believe that this is the end of TNT with NBA programming, not just Inside the NBA?
Yes, because they've wasted money. Time Warner Discovery has wasted money. And I'm gonna go off subject here because they've invested in some very bad investments. AEW, bad investment.
Oh God,
bad investment.
That's one of the worst investments I believe they've made.
Bad investment.
And it's going the same way as WCW has toward the tail end.
Oh, bad investment. When you give the reins to a cokehead. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? I apologize. That's not. It's just an opinion. There's no truth to the fact.
Later, we will have Thoughts from the Throne. This is Mentality. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Are you looking for something to do on your lunch break? Well, there's a show on the BS3 network that has only 4 words to say to you.
We ready, we ready, we ready for y'all. We ready, we ready.
Lunch Break, powered by JM&E. Live weekdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central.
Welcome back to Mentality, where it is the ultimate masculine safe space. With Wize and Cole, I am Cole Johnson. We go politically speaking. All right, so let me set the stage and scene for you. So you're in Southern Florida, one of the hottest of regions, in a state that basically is rather warm almost all year round, maybe with the exception of the Panhandle in Jacksonville. You have one who cleans planes outside, Maria Gonzalez. Now, she spends her nights on the airport tarmac doing deep cleans of planes, scrubbing away feces, vomit, animal, and human hair, and even more than disgusting stuff than that. Now, after she says airline staff turn off the plane's air conditioning, save gas and money, and they place on the asphalt, which of course then it radiates even more heat. This is what she can say about that condition. Quote, hay mucho calor, entonces uno sude. El calor duplica ahora porque empieza el verano. Close quote. Now, in English, hopefully my partner doesn't look at me strange. I just said, he said, get out on the planes, it means you can't stop sweating. And in the summer, the heat just gets more intense. Now, she also went on to say, quote, me siento como mal, como yo me fuera a desmayar. Close quote. Meaning her blood pressure drops and she also feels ill. She thinks she's going to faint. Why does she feel that way? Last month, one of my brother's favorite politicians, Governor Ron DeSantis, he signed a law banning local municipalities from requiring employers to give heat breaks to outdoor workers such as Gonzalez. That's a move that DeSantis himself admitted to media was to slap back at one of Florida's most progressive municipalities, Dade County, Miami, one county south from where Gonzalez works. Only Miami-Dade counties required employers to provide heat breaks to begin with. Now, DeSantis' office was reached for comment. None came. Still, his decision to get rid of home rule in a state that values small government, one of the hottest states in the nation, took some local officials aback and infuriated outdoor workers and their advocates in some of the hottest regions in the state. So, of course, I will ask these questions to someone who spent time in said state. And I'll ask this to begin. How could anybody survive the intense outdoor Florida heat and humidity sans a break?
They can't. This man is despicable for doing this. Now you're playing with people's lives now. You're endangering people's lives. So what happens if someone collapses and dies? Does Governor DeSantis be held accountable? Can people press charges? Because it was his law that people who, and it gets hot, the humidity and it gets hot in Florida. And now, because you're being a prick, and you want to, and that's the problem. That's the problem now. They're trying to rule. These Republicans, these new Republicans, are trying to get rid of local government. They're trying to strip the powers away from local government.
Here's what's funny about what you just said. Now, for as long as we both have been living, because we both are similar in ages, what is one of the biggest sticking points to Republicans? The one thing they believe in more than anything, they believe in small government and government to butt out of personal affairs. That right there sounds like a Democratic thing. How funny is that? Florida District Director for Miami-based Custodial Workers Union, SEIU 32BJ, Helene O'Brien, she had this to say about that ruling. Quote, these pro-heat stress bills are really making sure no one is held accountable if something bad happens to workers, if they get sick or die in extreme heat. Close quote. Because that's the thing that I was thinking, like you said. If someone would have passed from heat exhaustion or die from it, much like if a football player does the same thing, which that does happen, and that has happened in Florida. Yeah. So this is a law, so I guess the state of Florida is on the hook for that. What was DeSantis thinking in instituting such a law?
He wasn't thinking. This is someone who doesn't work outside in the heat. He's probably in air conditioning all day, so he ain't worried about it. But me, I've worked insulating air ducts, and it's 90-something degrees, and I've been in spots where it's over 100 degrees. And if I didn't take my break, I would probably collapse from heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
If someone, God, please don't. If someone does pass away, then you need to be arrested. You need to be put in jail because you're the one who caused this life. So I would hope any families would go after him, end his career, end his political career.
What should the workers do to prevent this from becoming a way of life?
What should workers do? Strike. Don't go to work and see how fast things change. Man. Challenge them.
There'll be so many different markets. There'll be so many different markets that would collapse and crash if they did that.
It's ridiculous,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
It's just really ridiculous now. Instead of our government focusing on passing legislation that's going to benefit us and help us, they're busy with stupid investigations like this and stupid stuff like this. It's
My ire is directed, like yours, to the state government. How can anyone who is supposed to serve the people in the state of Florida, and I'm saying it on purpose like that for a reason, why would anyone who serves the people in Florida allow such a law to even be a bill, much less get it instituted into law?
Yeah. Morons, that's why.
Because this is not, yes, it doesn't make sense. You mean to tell, heck, you lived in the state. I've only visited Florida, and I visited in the summer.
When I lived in Florida, Governor Bush was there, and I actually voted for Governor Bush.
Oh, he was
because
cool.
he was good for the state of Florida.
Yeah, he was real good for the state of Florida.
But this DeSantis clown is a real piece of work, and again,
that's a good way to put it.
This is more of his political agenda. He wants to grow his name in political circles, and you're going about it the wrong way, buddy. All you're doing is pissing off a lot of Floridians.
I believe both Wize and I agree wholeheartedly on this. In terms of how you're treating workers in Florida, Governor DeSantis,
got me up.
And now, thoughts from the throne.
Oh man, it's been great to these last 2 weeks being able to record Mentality and get back to what we love doing, and that's bringing you some great content, hopefully entertaining you guys, and hopefully you've learned something from what we discuss here. But I'm just blessed right now. There's so many things happening, so many opportunities arising. I'm just excited for what's to come. Me and my brother Cole Johnson are coming with y'all with some amazing stuff in the next few months. Real Wize Radio is launching again. BS3 presents the morning show is doing wonderful. Bobby J and Wize will be coming back soon. There's so many things that we're gonna bring to you, and I'm excited, man. I'm really excited because there's other opportunities coming. I'm getting interviews. Certain magazines want to profile me, and all these different things are happening. And I am blessed, man. I am so excited. And it couldn't happen with all you guys out there. This couldn't happen without the support of everyone out there. Everyone who's been a guest on any of my shows, or anybody who's checked out Mentality or checked out Poppy J and Wize El Jefe. I greatly appreciate you all. Thank you once again to everyone who support us, who's been tuning in, who's been watching our videos, our clips, everything. We are greatly appreciative of what you guys are doing and how you are uplifting us and and helping us build something that's gonna be it's gonna be out here forever.
So not this past weekend, but last weekend, I had a phone call with a brother of both Wize's and mine. He goes by the name of Chris Bass, and we talked for about almost an hour and a half. It was great, and the whole moment was an iron sharpening iron moment, and not just me sharpening his iron, he was sharpening my iron too. And when you have conversations like that, you cherish it. And I dare say that in that conversation, I walked into it feeling I had a brother, and I walked away from it knowing I have one. And it was a conversation not unlike the ones that I have had with Wize that led to us and our brotherhood growing and this show starting. I know that he will not steer me wrong, and I most certainly will not steer him wrong. And because of that, I had one of the most enlightening conversations that I will have this year. So to our brother, Chris Bass, I believe I speak for Wize when I say this. I love you. Thank you. And for the fact that you even exist is powerful enough. The door is always open to have any conversation you would like, because that is just the type of man you are, and that's the type of man I am. And that's also the type of man Wize is too. And you'll find that out real soon. And those are thoughts from the throne. All right, sir. Anything else that you have for the mentality audience before we let them go?
Nope. I'm actually pretty good today. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good place today.
Good. Well, as he says, he's good, and he was in rare form today, which I appreciate. All of you, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing, and even thank you for the comments. We definitely appreciate the comments. Saw you, Dante. Saw you, Cool. And thank you for hitting that notification bell. So not only do you get a subscription of it, but you also get to have whatever content that comes from the Real Wize TV YouTube channel or the Comey Media Incorporated YouTube channel. We both appreciate everybody who has come to both of our channels. We greatly appreciate you and we love you. For Wize Elefe, I am Cole Johnson, here to say in parting, as we always do, our secret technique is that we always speak with mentality. See you next time.
That's 100.